Join me now, Rob Vaughn, the new head coach of Alabama baseball. How does that sound? Just to get here, you're officially the coach now.
Still surreal. And, it's going to take a couple days to get used to that, but excited to be down here. My family's thrilled to be down here and ready to get to work.
You met Coach Saban. Now that's the official check off the list. What was that like? You talked about in the presser, just the excitement level. Nate Oates next to him, big name coaches. Now you're part of that group.
No, again, surreal is the only word I can think. Grateful. I think there's a group of winners here. And that's what they do. I think to be alongside these guys, you better win. And I think they've paved the way for that, and they've given the blueprint for how you do that. And it's our job to go execute it. So I'm meeting Coach Saban yesterday. That's a bucket list type thing. Never thought that was going to happen, and a really neat moment and something I'll never forget. And man, excited to get to work alongside him.
In the SEC, 35 years old, what would young you growing up, you played this game, now you're coaching it in the SEC at this age, what do fans want to know about you? What would you tell them about you? You're still young, but a lot of potential with this program.
No doubt. I think, man, that's just who we're going to be. We're going to love our kids. We're going to coach them hard. We're going to build a group of tough, competitive, talented players that have a chance to go make a run at winning the SEC every year and get up with a chance to knock down the door to Omaha. That's what we want to be about, and we're going to do that by getting the right kids, by getting kids that believe what we believe in want to be coached and want to grow, and we're going to create a culture of toughness, a culture of grit that can withstand the rigors of an SEC schedule, man. I know it's a bear to navigate, the schedule of this league, and it's going to take a lot of toughness and a lot of ability, and we're excited to get that done.
And my last one, you've been watching from afar. Jason took over as interim. Just to see the job he did, and one of your first moves in that press release was he's staying on board as the pitching coach, got elevated. So what does that mean to you to keep him? Because that's going to help you recruiting in this area.
There's no question, especially, being a guy that hadn't spent a lot of time in the Southeast. I grew up in Texas, but Southeast is a little bit different animal over here. And so it kind of gives you that immediate plug, of a guy that's been here, but also one of the best pitching coaches in the country. There's no secret that guy's elite at what he does. And, I said this, but when you hear him talk about his players, something's different about him. And just like it's about the right fit with players, it's about the right fit with the coaching staff. That guy loves his players. He coaches them, he loves them, he cares about them, and it's very, very evident. And I learned that really quick. And I knew there was no way I could let him leave and couldn't imagine doing this job without him.
Coach, thanks so much. Before we let you go, you got to give it a roll tide to the camera, right?
Yeah, roll tide, baby, roll tide.
Thanks, guys.